I guess we're live without your boy. We're live. Oh, just give me something to drink. Shout out to them Raiders. Oh, just give me something to drink real quick. And lo and behold, everyone's waiting on Andre. Where is Andre? Let me put these earphones in. We got a great topic for tonight, guys. Glad that you guys are here. Shout out to you. Today is like relaxation day, Raider Nation day. I just was in the mood for Raider. Shout out to my man Will of Thrill, who sent me all. He went to Las Vegas, and I haven't had a chance to go out to Vegas where the Raiders are located currently. And Will just brought me back some Vegas Raider items, the jersey, the hat. I feel a NFL official. Shout out to my man Will. And shout out to all you guys that are here right now for this particular live stream. Let me see so we're looking good on all the platforms. We're broadcasting live from several channels. So we're broadcasting live from the Travel Unravel. We're broadcasting live from the not Travel Unravel, but the Love Crossing Borders. The old channel is still up, so we're able to do not. Moderators, please let everybody know, do not send in any super chats. Send them through Cash App or PayPal. Let me drop that right now so you guys will be able to take advantage of that, because we are not connected to YouTube by way of any form of financial support, and I don't want you to lose your money in regards to your proceeds. Yes, indeed. Do not lose your proceeds. And so we're going to be having all that set up for the new channels. So make sure that you guys subscribe to the new channels. We're only going to be on this old channel for another month. During the week, gentlemen, I'm just making a public service announcement. During the week, gentlemen, we will be broadcasting during the week on Patreon and the new channels. So if you guys want to follow us during the week, make sure that you guys are either part of Patreon or a part of the new channel. And the one channel that we already have up there is the Love Crossing Borders podcast. So a lot of the information that's going to be shared on Patreon, you're going to have to be able to go to the Love Crossing Borders podcast to be able to see some of that. But shout out to all you guys that have joined the Patreon, all you guys that have supported the new channels. I got to get you moderators already set up on the new channel as well. Got to get you guys set up over there. Shout out to Big Pit in the building. Shout out to you being here. We got Sean Thomas in the building already. Shout out to you guys being here. Once again, only Cash Apps and all you guys are watching live from Andrea's channel. Shout out to you guys for watching live from Andrea's channel as well. Shout out to David Dice being the first one here. All of you moderators, this is just in-house business. All of you moderators, I want to let you guys know that I need at one point in time during the show, I need for you guys to go over to, I don't care if it's just for a few minutes, just go over to the new channel, because I want to make you guys mods over there. I can't make you a moderator from this channel, from Love Crossing Borders, but I can make you a moderator if you are on the other channel. So let me see who we have here, or I can try to make the moderators. Let's see. Like I'm on David's on the new channel, but it's not letting me to. I think I'm going to have to wait until. Shout out to Andre Thomas in the building as well. There's a few of you guys over here on the new channel. 32 people on the new channel already. Shout out to you guys, man. I appreciate you. We got a great topic. So YouTube got you, huh? It happens, Rain. It happens. I didn't invent YouTube getting us. I won't be the first, and I will not be the last. The focus is on the solution, gentlemen, not the problem, the solution. And the reason why I got choked up the other night talking about it was not the loss of the channel, but the fact that you guys, wait a minute, some of you guys are moderators over here, or maybe I'm just seeing things. But the fact that you guys are already supporting, and I've begun just outpour of support and love, and you guys are showing Andre appreciation and letting all of us know that, you know, this is a team effort. It's not just Andre and Andrea, but it is a community of us of us guys that have passports. Shout out to the Passport Bros, the Blue Book Gentlemen, Passport Cartel. Shout out to all you guys on Facebook. Shout out to you enlightened men who are part of the Austin Holloman experience. Shout out to all you guys that are out there. Yeah, Raider Nation is in the building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just letting you guys know I'm getting ready for the season. I'm getting ready for the season. So shout out to you guys that are over here. Shout out to Big Pit being over here on the new channel, on the podcast channel as well. Shout out to you for being over here on subscribe to Love Crossing Borders. Make sure, if you guys could do me a favor, moderators, on Love Crossing Borders, the original, throughout the night, could you do me 2 favors, moderators? 2 favors. First thing I need for you to do is constantly drop the links to the new channels, to Andrea Wallace TV channel, to the Rumble channel, to the Love Crossing Borders podcast, and the subscribe at Love Crossing Borders. Make sure that you guys drop those for us. And most of all, remind individuals that want to support the channel, make sure you support by cash apps and super chats. So make sure you guys see the for you guys that are on the let me see. I don't see a lot of things I don't see. Okay, it's scrolling at the bottom. Okay, cool. So as you guys can see, scrolling at the bottom is the Patreon information. And did I have the information for the? See, I have the Patreon information showing. Okay, yeah, there we go. Cash App. Support the show with the Cash App and super chats. And I'm also going to put off in there, since I have it showing. I don't have it showing the PayPal in the banner. So let me edit that. I want to hide that for a second. Let me edit it. And once again, thank you guys for the support. Yes, sir. We got a great topic for tonight. What can you expect when it comes to dating Colombian women? There are at least 9 things that we're going to talk about, gentlemen. We're going to get this one out of the way. Why are we talking about this right now? Because Christmas season, as we all well know, starts in September in Colombia. I'm going to say that again. For all you guys wondering, why are we talking about this right now? Because Christmas season starts in September in Colombia. Colombians do not wait to celebrate Christmas. They start celebrating Christmas early, brothers, early. So that's the wrong link. Start celebrating early. So do realize that that's one of the things that happens here. So since a lot of guys don't realize that, let me show this. Now, there we go. To support the channel and appreciate you guys. Let me get ready to give some shout outs right out the gate to some of you gentlemen. Right out the gate. Shout out to my man Dre right out the gate with the $5 holler, showing some love. Shout out to you, brother. I appreciate that. I really do. And we appreciate all that you guys do when it comes to supporting the channel. We got 40 people in the building already on this channel. Shout out to you guys. It was going to be a great live stream. If you guys aren't a part of it, I'm telling you, you're missing out. You are missing out. We got 33 people in the other channels. So you guys are really supporting. Make sure that you subscribe to all the other channels that are going to be on the platforms, guys. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. We're just doing maintenance right about now, guys. Just making sure that I share everything to you guys, with you guys. But the reason why I mentioned the holidays is because this is the time period when you're dating here in Colombia, it can get tricky on who you should trust and who you should not trust. That's why I'm talking about this. Before September comes, you guys will not have to say, well, nobody told me. Dre, I never knew. I never knew, Dre. Well, you're going to be knowing today. Because when we get done with this, you guys will know. Definitely. All right, that looks good. Let me go back here. Okay, you guys will know definitely who to trust and who not to trust. Because it can get tricky. It can get Tricky. And you don't want to be the one to give your proceeds, yes, indeed, to the wrong person. That's the last thing that you want. So let's get ready to get started with that. And I don't have a video, but I do have a list of information because people ask this question. People asked this question. They were asking, what should I do? Or what should a person or what a man should know when it comes to dating a Colombiana? And we went to a wedding yesterday. Very nice Colombian wedding. We had a good time, and it was like 30% stateside people who had never been to Colombia before, and it was about 70% Colombian people that were here. And you know, my sisters, I love my stateside sisters, but I got news for you. You can't twerk everywhere. I'm gonna say this again. This is a wedding, somebody's reception. This ain't Keisha and LaWanda and them wedding. It ain't Zumanica wedding, Quanchina wedding. This is a Colombian wedding. It's y'all first time coming to Colombia, or maybe even second or third. Everybody having a good time dancing. They start playing the reggaeton. Everybody's jumping up and down. They just enjoying themselves, right? The ladies just twirling their bodies. It's cool, right? Ain't not one Colombiana then throw it back. Stateside sisters. Get they tails in the middle of the dance floor. Do not, Top Gun, no, don't send any moderators. Let everybody know. Do not send any money through Love Carson Boys. We'll never get that money. We're only around just for a month. Yeah, Shaquanda out there twerking. Send all proceeds to Cash App and PayPal. We are no longer connected to those. So even though you guys see us connected to Love Crossing Borders, the original, we receive no money from that. We're not connected to it. We're only connected by way of StreamYard. If we weren't already connected through StreamYard, we would not have access to Love Crossing Borders, the original. That's why we're saying go to the new channels. That's why we're encouraging you guys to go to the new channels. Dre says, I want to set up a consultation with you whenever possible. Yes, sir. Here's my email address. I'm going to share the email address, Dre. Let me share the email address real quick. That's the email address, Dre. Shout out to you. And now let me go back here. And shout out to my other brother. Let me get this up to par. Shout out to Zion in the building for the $5 love of the game. Shout out to Zion. Appreciate you, brother. Really do. Really do. Zion says for appreciation. He said, I appreciate you, fam. Yes, sir. I appreciate you guys too, man. This is all a family unit. I kid you not. This is all about family. So thank you guys once again for continuing to drop the links so individuals know where to go to and so forth and so forth. So we're at the wedding, and here come the sister. Now, mind you, the couple that got married are half Colombian, half stateside. That means that she was born in Cali. His family's from Peru, but they were both New Yorkers. Okay, so all they know is New York. They just straight stateside. They decided to move back to, and they're probably the first couple that got married from our WhatsApp group, right? They didn't meet in our WhatsApp group, but they were in our WhatsApp group, and they're the second person that were in our WhatsApp group and got married. Shout out to my man Tim. And so they getting married here in Colombia, and they invited friends and family from the States. Sisters always got to put their ass out for something, don't they? We need can anybody tell me anything or any place where sisters haven't twerked? We can't say a restaurant. We can't say church. Because they will twerk in a church. In the name of Jesus, they will twerk for Jesus. We've seen that before. At work, they twerking. Somebody gets shot, they gonna twerk over the body. They twerking in schools in front of kids. They twerking at grandma's funeral. Where do not women in the States twerk? Can somebody name in the comment section? I can't name a place. There are women that will be in twerking positions in their own casket. Just bury me ass up. Just bury me ass up. Rain says he needs the new channel. Moderators, if you don't mind, could you pull up the new channels? I'm looking right at them. Shout out to you guys. And the audio is looking good. He said that's the only thing that they got going for them, Dre. It is crazy. It is crazy. So let me drop the easy links for the moderators too, for the new channels. It is so sad that we're at a few. You know what the crazy? We're at a wedding. You know what the craziest part was? Once the sisters started twerking, one or two of the Colombian chicks thought, "Oh, I guess that's what we're supposed to do. So let's start twerking ourselves, girls." And all of a sudden, you see one or two Colombian chicks trying to twerk, and you look like, "Nah, that ain't it." But the fact that you letting these women from the States influence you to be a floozy. Let me see something. Let me see something. I see you guys on Andrea's channel. Let me double check something in Andrea's studio. Let me make sure everything's up to par. Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So let me drop the links to the new channels so you guys can because it looks like YouTube is saying that we're broadcasting from too many channels at once. So yes, there we go. Subscribe to Love Crossing Borders, and one should be subscribe at Love Crossing Borders is one, and then the other one is Love Crossing Borders. The other one is Love Crossing Borders podcast. All right, guys. So let's go back and shout out to you guys also. Okay, so let's get ready to get started. Let me not even waste any time. Here's the other one. Subscribe at. Copy. And let me make sure I get this down to you guys. Here we go. Subscribe at. Paste. There we go. Oh, I see you guys already put it in there. Cool. Cool. There we go. All right. So let's get ready to get started with the list. Let's get started with the list. And he says, well, even though Top Gun donated, he says, salute, Hermano Morpheus. Buenas noches. Good evening, brother. Or I said Morpheus. I said Morpheo. And looking forward to the knowledge. Let's get ready to get started sharing this knowledge, gentlemen. Let's get started sharing this knowledge. First thing that you should expect based on experience of others here in Colombia, when it comes to dating a Colombian woman, first thing that you should expect that a Colombian woman is not like American women. We know this, but a lot of us forget this. I'm going to say this again. We know this, but a lot of us forget that Colombian women are not like American women. They are not like, that's why I talked about the wedding. Colombian women are more into their femininity. It just is what it is. You can't expect them to do so. You can't expect them to walk around twerking all the time. Are there twerkers down here? Yes. Yes, there are women that go out and have fun with their girlfriends, or if they're with their boyfriends, they might do a little twerking, or if they're with their people that they know or they're comfortable with. Yes, there are grinders out there. We all know that. But just to be twerking, no, most Colombian women, they got it has to be the right atmosphere for them to feel comfortable with that. To whereas in the States, American women will twerk anywhere, anytime, any place. So do realize that. Do realize that. All right, looks like I'm frozen for a little bit. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. All right. Let me read some of you guys' comments too. I'm gonna give you guys a shout out. Here we go. Shout out to my man David in the building. First one, first of his name. Shout out to my man David in the building. Let me scroll down. Tevin King, he says, happy Andrea and Andrea. He said, Andrea and Andrea, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you guys as well. Glad that you guys made it here. And as I was saying, the first thing that you're going to realize about Colombian women, that they are not like American women. That's a good thing, and that can be a problematic thing for the wrong person. Because women in Colombia know that they're feminine, the wrong women will take advantage of you. They know if they could just be soft-spoken, ladylike, they could just drain your pockets. So yes, there's a benefit. They're not like American women in the States, but that could cause a problem for the wrong man who's never been around femininity. So make sure that you guys don't make the mistake. That you guys don't make the mistake of thinking that because that woman is feminine and she's girly, that she's a good one. I'm going to say this again. Just because she's feminine and girly doesn't make her a good one. But yes, there are so many things that are different about women and men in Colombia. Shout out to my man, women in the States and women in Colombia. Shout out to my man, Big Pitt in the building. He signed first to hit that like button. That's what Tevin King said. Hit that like button and commit to the new channel. Yes, sir. Comment on the new channel. Thank you guys. Make sure that you guys go over to the new channel, subscribe, and put a comment in the comment section of the live stream. Absolutely correct. Thank you very much, brethren. Thank you very much. I'm going to drop the links to the new live streams We've got quite a few brothers over here. 68 in the new channel? Is that the wow? Yeah, that's 68 people over here. Man, shout out to you guys. You guys are ready. Ready, I tell you. Shout out to you guys being here. Appreciate you. So you guys have gone over there already. You don't even need my lead. I'm in the way. Goodness gracious. I appreciate that, man. Paste. There we go. For those of you who aren't on the new channel and you want to go over there and support, shout out to my man Sean Thomas in the building. He said, what up? Let's go Raiders. Yes, sir. Shout out to you. He say Afro Nation in the building. Uncle Raider. He say Raiders out. He said laughing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ladies represent my team. And also, once again, he says smash that like button and invite others to the chat. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My man, Warrior Class Media in the building. He said racism a lot. I don't hate them, but their culture is littered with it. Colombian and Mexican and even Puerto Rican. You got blessed, Andre. I wouldn't say that because like I always say, I got so much sex because of racism. I'm gonna say that right out the gate. Y'all ready? Oh, y'all thought it was gonna be a different Andre? Nope. New channel, same old Dre. Racism got me so much sex in my life. I got my third piece of sex because of racism. My first girlfriend was Asian. And I guess my first piece was sex because of racism. She only dealt with brothers. Race. Second, Wendy, the blonde white girl. She only dealt with brothers because of race. If I was a white dude, I wasn't gonna ever get Wendy coochie. If I was a white dude or Asian dude, I would have never got Lisa, the Asian girl's coochie. It was because of my race and then who I was. They noticed that I was a black man from afar, not a good man from afar. They didn't know I was a good teenage man at that time period, right? All they saw from afar was a tall, skinny black dude. I want him. Then third came the sister, Michelle. Shout out to Michelle. And she was a sister only dealt with brothers because of race. She didn't know if I was a good dude or not from afar. All she saw was a tall, skinny black dude in high school. And she wanted me, first of all, because I was a black man. Most of the sex that many of us have in our lives is not because we were some good dudes. Females, a lot of times in the States, don't even wait to see if you're a good man to give you that coochie the first night. Let's be real. She don't get a chance to find out if you got a good credit score. Do you love your mama? Do you love Jesus and or Allah? Then you don't find out nothing about. They don't care nothing about all that. All they see is that you a black man. Check. You got the look they like. Check. And they give you the coochie. Check, 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 check. While you guys sitting up there talking about worrying about who ain't getting coochie because of race, I'm going to tell you, they ain't there. All the coochie I got was because them women was racist. They wanted a particular race. And I just so happened to fit the bill. Now, there are women that I didn't get because of race. I wasn't the race that they wanted. Cool with me. Because I was already getting enough over here not to worry about what was going on over there. Y'all caught that? You brothers are so busy. And shout out to Austin Holland for giving y'all a platform to go cry on, because this is not the platform to cry on. You guys are so busy crying on Austin Holland's channel about all the coochie y'all don't get because of the white man. You forget about all the coochie you done got because all those women wanted one race and you just so happen to be a part of it. Yes, racism got me a bunch of coochie. Thank you, racism. I appreciate you. Racism is not always bad. Yes, a lot of times when it comes to the laws and the racial inequality that take place in many countries, yes, that's horrific. I'm not stupid. But when it comes to sex, I ain't gonna hate. I like a good old racist chick that want to only smash black men. Yes, I did. Who am I to lie? Who am I to lie? All that black coochie you was getting, all that Asian coochie you was getting, all them Latin chicks that wouldn't, like my wife, that wouldn't dare touch a Latin dude. Well, he Latin. But he Afro-Colombian. He's still Latin. I don't mess with no Latin dudes. Are you sure? Yeah. I like brothers, but brothers from other countries. And there's a lot of Colombianas down here like my wife that like brothers from other countries. They done already grew up around the brothers in their own country, and they like, that's all right. Let me get a brother that read books from other countries, brothers that got new cultures to tell me about, that can give me new soul food recipes. I know about all the Afro-Colombian soul food recipes. Let me get a brother from the States that know other soul food recipes. That's how my wife and other women in Colombia are. They didn't deal with the brothers down here already. They like, they cool. But they want some UK brothers and some brothers from, I don't know, Africa. The Caribbean brothers can come up to Colombia and do well. Man, y'all gonna quit acting like y'all ain't getting no coochie because of racism? Shh. You know how much coochie racism got me? Wendy, you don't sleep with white dude? I know I don't sleep with white men. No. I'm sorry, Andrea. I'll never sleep with a white. My father's white. My granddad's white, and they are so boring. I'm like, okay, Wendy, it's all right. I only want black men. All right, you want to get black. Okay, I got you. You want to get black like Scoring Hub. Okay, I got you. I recognize what this is, Wendy. But for you dudes that be crying about the coochie you ain't getting, man, I ain't got no time for all that. Your job is to focus on all the racist chicks over here, not all the racist chicks over there. I'm serious. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, man. You know how much coochie you dudes and got in your life? I ain't just talking about me. You know how much coochie you dudes and got in your life because that certain black woman only wanted black men. She wanted a particular race. You know how much coochie you got because there was a Latin woman that only wanted a black man. And some of you white brothers. Man, I ain't cutting you out either. You getting certain coochie because you a white dude, not because you're a good dude, not because you're a tall dude. They don't even know if you got money or not. Half y'all ain't rich, but you white. And so you getting coochie. Man, get your coochie, white boy. Don't be making these dudes on Austin Holloman live stream make you feel guilty because you getting coochie. White boy, I ain't mad at you getting coochie. I was getting my proceeds. I was getting my share. The Spanish brothers were getting their share. And white boys, go and get your share, man. Don't be letting these dudes guilt you out of getting coochie. No, I don't want to get that Colombian coochie. Why? Because black men gonna think that she only with me because I'm white. And why do you think the Afro-Colombian is with his black? Because he black. Not because he rich, not because he cool, not because he had a pimp getting off the plane. None of that. It wasn't like he was the smoothest dude. No. The Afro-Colombian sister smashing half you dudes because you black too. Y'all need to stop it with this little racist when it comes to, there's a lot of areas we could talk about racism. I got you. But when it comes to getting coochie, that's the last place y'all need to be whining about. Austin got y'all over there licking y'all wounds. I'll be over there. Me and Austin be talking and be on the phone laughing at y'all at, boy. You talking about laugh, the hilarity that rings out. Shout out to Kings and Dreams for the $5 super chat. Make sure you guys do not send any super chats or super stickers into YouTube because we won't see them and we won't get them. We won't see them and we won't get them. Bruh, do not ever make that mistake, man. I love racism. Man, racism got me my wife. Well, hold up, pause. Y'all think I'm kidding? Racism got me my wife. If I was a Latin dude, I would not be with Andrea. Why? She don't F with Latin dudes. Some of y'all would not be with y'all girlfriends in Medellin. Why? She don't mess with Latin dudes. Some of y'all got a Puerto Rican girlfriend in Chicago. You wouldn't have her. All you dudes that got y'all mookies, all you mookies that got y'all little Puerto Rican and Dominican girlfriends in New York, you know why you didn't? You know, if you was not who you were as far as race when she looked from afar and saw that black man, and you were not Dominican black man, you were just a regular brother from around the way, and now you've been smashing her in New York for the last 2.5 years. If your ass was white, you would not have gotten that coochie that you love oh so much. Man, y'all better stop hating on racism when it come to getting coochie. Please, racism is the best thing that ever happened. You know how many times we done had women give us the coochie just because they wanted to get another race in between their legs? I'm tired of my white men. They're just not doing it for me. And here you come, blacking them like Scoring Hub. Please. Y'all see, I had to go on a rant on that one, man. All they're talking about they're racist and they don't care. I've seen more white men get love, man. Listen, when I was single in Medellin, I ain't gonna lie to you, I didn't see one white man get extra credit. You know why? Because I was too busy getting on my own coochie to notice what another man was getting. It could have been 50 white dudes over there at a club with 500 Colombianas. Guess who wouldn't have saw none of them? Me, because I was too busy with these three trying to get between their legs. I ain't got no time to worry about what he doing. I'm over here focusing on what Andre doing. He getting his because of race. I'm getting mine because of race. Are you crazy? Half of you dudes get coochie because of your nationality. Let's get away from the race. Y'all ready? The nationality. You ready? If you was born a black Colombian, you would not get that coochie that you got. I'm going to say this again. If you was born a black Dominican, some of y'all wouldn't have got the coochie that you got. If you was born in UK and you was a brother, you wouldn't have got that coochie. Some of y'all got the coochie because you wasn't born Afro-Dominican. You were born in UK, and she gave you the coochie because she wanted somebody of a different nationality. Some of you dudes getting the coochie just because you are black American. Some of y'all Jamaican brothers, shout out to you, brother, you Haitian brothers. These women know that they gonna get that coochie beat back as soon as they get a Jamaican up in them or a Haitian brother up in them. They know that. As soon as you give your nationality, we could take race out of it. All you gotta do is say you're American. You can get some coochie in certain countries. Some women just want just to sit back and say, I just had an American between my legs. You lying, girl. I had me a real American between my legs. You lying. Ain't no Americans around here. One came through a couple weeks ago. Met him in the mall. He beat my coochie up. Where is he? He went back home to America. Some of y'all getting coochie because of y'all nationality. His brothers down here just black as your ass and can't get that same coochie. His brothers down here in DR, black as you are in DR, and they won't let them Dominican dudes hit no more. Shout out to Love W for the $10 piece of love. Make sure you guys do not send any money. And shout out to my man Darmaine in the building, my man D with the $5 piece of love. Shout out to you, brothers. Yeah, man. We should have had that as number one. You will, when it comes to Colombian women, let's rewind it. Number one, because of your race and your nationality, there will be coochie in Colombia you will get, and there will be coochie in Colombia you won't get. There are Colombian women that like them some white boys. Just like there's some women in Europe that like white boys. Just like there are women in the United States that like them some white boys. Just like there are women in Europe and all around the world that like them some white dudes. I ain't even hating on you white dudes. You know why? Because there's a slew of women in every one of those countries as well that love our black asses. You know it, and I know it. We be sitting up there with some of the finest of the finest. And a white boy had to dang near go broke to get that coochie. They be looking at the white boy like ATM. Cha-ching. They be looking at us like, girl, ooh, he gonna tear this coochie up. I just know he American, girl. You know how Americans, they crazy. Oh, he Jamaican. Oh, he from Turks and Caicos, girl. He gonna Turks and Caicos this coochie. I already know what he gonna do. I know what he gonna do. Oh, that he Haitian? Oh my God, I'm about to get my coochie to some Haitians. These women are so happy. There are women in Brazil right now. Can't wait to get them to USA black brother from the FDA. 100% certified from the USDA. Are you crazy? That's number one. Number one. Let's take out the American woman for a minute. The number one is you're gonna get some coochie because of race, and in Colombia, you're not gonna get some coochie because of race. But don't trip on that. You go get some coochie because of your nationality, and you go not get some coochie because of your nationality. Don't trip on that. If you do trip on it, Austin Holloman got a whole channel where all them crybabies, grown-ass crybabies, go over there and cry and lick their wounds about racism while Austin traveling the world beating up coochies. That's the part that blow you away. Austin will tell you, it's so sad. It's so hard to get coochie over here. I don't believe it. Would you stop sucking my dick? I'm on the show. Would you stop sucking my dick for a minute? Okay, white girl, go walk over there. Okay. It's so hard over here to get some coochie. Y'all do not watch. Y'all listen to Austin, but y'all don't watch my dog. Austin done traveled around the world. Austin ain't named one country where he ain't got no coochie. Did you notice that? Austin would come to y'all like, I'm gonna tell you, boys, it's hard as hell getting coochie out here. I don't see how I'm doing it. I don't get it. It's just tempestuous. The whole time, Austin is going from country to country, beating chicks' backs in, and y'all ain't even caught on to that this man ain't missed out on no coochie in no country. He ain't named one. This man got coochie in some of the quietest countries in the world. Uruguay, Paraguay, Peru, Tanzania. These countries don't nobody even know what these motherfuckers. We just know Tanzania is in the middle of Africa, some damn where. The parts that he go in Europe, you just know that they some damn where in Europe. And nowhere is Austin saying, I ain't getting no coochie nowhere. I've been to 3 countries and I ain't never. That's how y'all treat Austin. And that's not what this man's saying. But he will let y'all come on his show, send some super chats and lick y'all wounds. It be the funniest shit, dude. I be laughing at y'all. I ain't gonna even lie. Y'all go on Austin. You right, Austin. Ain't nobody getting no coochie. Ain't nobody. Nope. I only got 3 white girls to suck my dick since I've been in Europe. Only 3, man. This is racism. This is racism at its finest. I should at least, if I was a white man, I have at least 7 dicks, 7 bitches sucking my dick. I had 7 women giving me firehead if I was a white man. Because I'm not white, I only got 3 women giving me firehead at the same damn time. Also be having y'all food, man. I'll be over here laughing. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be over here laughing like, are y'all freaking crazy? Do y'all not realize, man, this 25-year-old man got grown men over the age of 40 licking their wounds over some dang racism. Number one, you gonna get some coochie because of racism when it comes to Colombian women, and you ain't gonna get no coochie because of racism when it comes to Colombian women. It ain't your job to focus on the coochie that you don't get. It's your job to focus on the coochie that you will get. Don't you ever forget that. I ain't never thought about the coochie that I ain't never got before. I never walked around pondering. I wonder if it was ever some coochie I never got before. I wonder whatever happened to that coochie that I almost came up on. Will I really someday get some? Come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Here we go. Okay. All right. All right. Shout out to you guys that are here right now. Number two, numero dos. Number two thing that you can expect when it comes to Colombian women. Never assume that you're the only one in that cell phone, bro. You ain't the only one that's trying to get that coochie. You are not the only one that's trying to get that coochie. Don't you ever assume that. Don't you ever put it on cruise control. I'm married, and I'm not dumb enough to assume I'm the only dude that's still trying to holler at my wife. Andre can throw a ring up in their face all they want. All you dudes are seeing is big breasts, small hips, that round Asian face that Andre got, and a big butt. That's all y'all seeing. Andre can be like, I got a husband. I've been married for 5 years. And y'all ain't hearing none of what my wife is saying. Don't you ever, if I'm not dumb enough to put my marriage on cruise control and I still got to come with the flowers, cards, candies, trips, I love you, the hugs, the good intimacy, the conversation, if I still got to do it after all these years, who the hell do you think you are to think that you could just put your little relationship or friendship with the woman in Colombia that you really like, you could put yours on cruise control? Ain't nobody ever gonna want this coochie. Are you freaking crazy? What's our rule in the States? Don't nobody want what nobody else got. I mean, what nobody else wants. I'll say it again. Our rule that we say in the States, shout out to all you Canadian brothers in the building, you UK brothers. We say in the States, don't nobody want what nobody else wants. In other words, you want a woman that's fine on your arm. That's you, dog? Yeah, man. You see my work, dog. You see how I do. This ain't nothing new. You always see me with a nicey on my arm, man. Come on now. You know, we always want somebody that kind of like boosts our little ego just because she is an attractive woman. And if you got an attractive woman in Colombia, Colombian dude's gonna try to holler at her while you gone, and the new dude's getting off the plane is gonna try to holler at her. I'm not saying that she's sleeping with him. I'm not saying that she's messing with him, but don't act naive like you're the only one that's gonna be trying to holler at your woman, and because you got your woman, that you can put it on cruise control. She mine now. Ain't nobody like the shields go up. Or like when she get with you and you go back to the States, she got a chastity belt on. No, brother, that coochie still get hot. Just as hot as it gets. When you are here, that coochie still get hot. It don't go on cool control. There's not a thermostat on her coochie that you control from the States. Like, you know what? I'm gonna control this thermostat of her coochie. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna control this thermostat. Ain't nobody gonna get this coochie while I'm gone. No, brother. And then you come back, you just heat it back up. Look at that light change. You just heat it back up. Yeah, you can just heat it back up. No, bro, it don't work like that. It does not work like that. So I'm here to tell you. Number two is don't assume that you're the only one hollering at her. That's a rule that you can have for the States, but especially here in Colombia, because it will look like you aren't, because Colombian women are so feminine in many cases that you can assume that ain't nobody else trying to holler at her. She's really interested in little old me alone. She may be, but she may be interested in the next dudes until y'all solidify something. If it's nothing solidified, don't act like it is. I'm gonna say this again. If it's nothing solidified, a serious relationship, stop pretending like it is. If you met your girl in a strip club, you think only one dude hollering at her. If you met your girl in a club, you think only dudes hollering at her. Some of us have ladies hollering at our lady. I kissed a girl. I liked it. Some of us got ladies trying to holler at our lady. You ain't met your girl like when she was at, if you met your girl while she was at work, that might be a different scenario. But dudes like us, we like girls that got jobs too. So do realize, if you're trying to turn a heifer into a housewife, you know she's a pay for play, right? You met her as a pay for play, but you trying to take her off the streets because you're trying to be Captain Saver Pro. I got you. You trying to be Captain Saver Pro. Got you. Here's the problem. Here's the problem. Every dude in her phone trying to save her too. If you are trying to save a pro, and I know a lot of dudes do this, so let's not act like it's brand new and I'm saying something that's never been heard before. If you are a dude that's trying to save a pro, shout out to my man Jay in the building. My man Trigger's in the building. Thanks for the information, Andrea and Andrea. Love Crossing Borders. All my channels under a new email address. Yes, sir. Put all your YouTube, if you guys have more than one YouTube channel, put them all under different email addresses. You are allowed to change your email address in YouTube. Do that. Even if you have to create a brand new email address for that one channel. Do not make the mistake that we made because it's haunting us now. Shout out to Father of Many Nations, my man Abraham. It's haunting us now because we put all of our eggs in one basket, and now you guys see the results. Shout out to my man Jay Shar. See you next week. Yes, sir, Abraham. I got you on the list right now of people that'll be coming through. And make sure that you guys, moderators, please continue to drop the link to the channel, to the new channels, plural. As well as, let me drop the link to the Rumble. Make sure you guys subscribe to our Rumble channel because we're going to be doing a lot of live streams from the Rumble channel from now on. I was talking to Obsidian today, and he's going to help us get that Rumble channel off the ground with the live streams. So make sure you guys subscribe over there. That's right, my man said. He said, I love my black self. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Brother, he said, being Jamaican has gotten me boxed like a man. Chevy King says, my bottle of Jean-Paul Gaultier just arrived. Thank you for putting me on. Now I need to hide this one from my mom. She likes the Aqua de Jo. Yeah, the Aqua de Jo is good for herself. And I have to get a new one. Yeah, that's a good one. Let me pull back. Oh, here we go. You got two Aqua de Jo. I haven't put on the Cologne tonight. Cologne of the night is going to be Aqua de Jo. I haven't put on any yet because I had on Cologne earlier today, but it's worn off. So Cologne tonight is Aqua de Jo. You've got the clear bottle, and you got the parfum of Aqua de Jo. And it is, like I said, this is the one that I would carry. I guess it matches my Raider outfit. Look at there. Look at there. And this is one that I would take with me around the world. If I only had one cologne to take with me around the world, hands down, no problem. It's a fresh scent. It's a club scent. It's a sex scent where you can have some good sex with it. Not every colognes are made for good sex. This one is one of them. If you just want to go to sleep and smell good next to your beauty, this is one of them. Put on a suit or a t-shirt. This is one. I kid you not, bruh. I kid you not. Whether it was this one or the one that comes in the clear bottle, either way, Aqua de Jo, that's why it's one of the best selling men's colognes of all time. You can't beat it. He's absolutely correct. Shout out to Mom. And I know a lot of women that do wear it and enjoy it too. My man Drew Roy said, he said, have a feeling that this is going to be a great live. He's in his Raider mode tonight. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The autumn wind is a pirate. See what I'm saying? The autumn wind is a pirate. He said, teach them young. Man, listen. Tevin King said, I can vouch for myself since I'm Jamaican, as well as it helped me smash women. I taught, he said, I taught was out of my league. P.S. Brother, if you live in Los Angeles, go to the Latin clubs, and the Latin women love us. Yes, yes, yes. Bruh, I'm going to tell you something. I have not been in a black club. It's got to be 10 years, 4 years while I was in the States. Man, I got turned on to the Latin clubs. That was it. The only time I was in a black club, it had to be like a black club that was connected to a Latin club. Was one of those type of clubs was like on different floors that represent different type of sounds of music. That's the only time. While y'all sitting up there standing around bumping and females standing around in the States, man, please. I'm in the Latin clubs, man, and I'm talking about coming up. Yeah, bruh. Yeah, you ain't never right. Shout out to Uriah, my favorite Bible name in the building. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you. My man Jay said Dre is correct. He said I was from the hood, but well received by horny ass white girls on the other side of town. Correct. He said I was a fetish and to different races. Correct. It ain't nothing wrong with being somebody fetish. I don't say we do it. Man, I know I've had moments where I was in the mood for brunettes. And the universe would not give me a blonde to save my life. Why? Because I was in the mood for brunettes. And every white girl I got with was dark hair brunette. And one day I said, you know what? I'm really seriously in the mood for a blonde girl. I haven't had a blonde girl since Wendy. All of a sudden, you couldn't pay a brunette to talk to me. Every time I tried to walk up on a brunette, no love. Blonde girls, just because I said it, just because I said I'm in the mood, not just because I purposely did it. Brunettes just cut your boy off. Blonde girls, I'm in the mood for Asian girls. The blonde girls die, and all of a sudden the Asian girls just picked up with a blonde and brunette girls. You know what? Them Latin girls looking good. Asian girls fall down, and the Latin girls picked up the pace where the Asian girls, the brunette girls, the black women, as well as the blonde women fell off. We all go through fetish modes. It just happens. It just happens. And when you are somebody fetish, don't complain. Who the hell am I to complain? Girl, you only having sex with me because I'm black. You just want me to bust my black juices in your throat. This is racism at its finest with your fine. It is racism. She chose you because of your race. She ain't chose you because of your job, your bank account. She ain't chose you because you got a good retirement plan. She ain't sucking you off because you got a 800-point credit score. She's sucking you off because you either black, white, Latin, Asian, whatever she's going through that fetish for, she's sucking you off right now. Who are you to be crying on Austin Holloman's show when you getting sucked off by a Colombiana or a chick in Europe because you black? This is so unfair. I am not going to bust in your mouth again. I'm not going to do it. I don't care how much you make me cry and how good it feels and how much I'm shaking and quivering because you are giving me some of the best firehead that I've ever had, white girl. And I know why you're doing it because I'm a black guy. I am not to be used, white woman. I'm not to be used. Please. Please. When I was single, use me, white girl. White girl. Over here. All them brothers over there complaining. Come on over here, white girl. Hey, Asian girl. You come on over here too. All them brothers is complaining about white boys getting all the coochie. All you Asian girls that like that, you got a fetish. You want black dudes? You too? You too? Yeah, all three of y'all come on over here. I don't need 50 of y'all that want white boys. All I need is the three of y'all right there that want brothers anyway. Come on. 3 at a time. Let's go. Let's go. Chop, chop. Y'all too busy worried about what the white boy doing. I want worried about what a white boy doing. Y'all stupid motherfuckers. I swear. Y'all so stupid motherfuckers. I swear y'all stupid, man. Y'all stupid. I'm serious, man. Y'all supposed to be having white girls, Asian girls, Russian girls. I remember, I smashed this 6'2" German chick. 2 reasons why she let me hit it that night. True story. Let me plug my phone up before it dies. True story. Because I was 6'3" and she was 6'2", so I got it because of heightism for all you haters. And I got it because I was black. And she was not. She say, I'm from Germany. If I done had enough of anything, I done had enough white boys in my life. She said, I'm trying to get this coochie beat up by a brother on a regular. Can you do the tasks, young man? Man, I was beating her back in for a while. I think I'll spend. Thank you, sexy boo. Coming with the Raiders cup. You know how we're doing. Oh, you didn't see that? No. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're Raider Nation here. How's everybody doing? All right. All right. We should be back up to par, gentlemen. We should be back. Let me know if everybody sees us back. Shout out to all 62 of you guys that are here on the new channel. Make moderators do me a favor. Make sure you continue to drop the links to the channels. There's the one for the Rumble. Shout out to you guys for your patience. Andre had to reset the router for us. So we got that taken care of. Shout out to you. Let me close all these windows too in my phone. Okay, there we go. All right. Let me drop this Rumble real quick. Then remove this. All right. Cool. All right. We got it. We should be looking good. Should be. We should be. Thank you, Tevin. Appreciate you, brother. And make sure you drop the links to the other. Oh, yeah. So you guys have drop the links to the other channels, the new channels. Yeah, I saw we froze for a second. That was the router. That was our fault, guys. We got that taken care of. Got that straightened out for us. Let's go to number 2. Oh, number 3. The number 3 thing that you're going to notice. So number 1 was that you're going to get women because of racism, and you're going to not get women because of racism. It is what it is. Women will sleep with you because of your race, and there'll be some women that won't sleep with you because of your race. Be a man, suck it up, and let her suck you up. Okay? I don't care what race they were. As long as they were sucking it up, I was good, and so will you. Number 2, never assume that you're the only one. If you got your attractive women, attractive woman, there will always be somebody that's trying to holler at your woman. Don't you never think that your woman is going to not be try to holler at by some of her coworkers. Why? Because I was some of her coworkers. Yeah. If you think it wasn't no dudes like me walking around the water cooler trying to get the holla on, yeah, you got the wrong person. You got the wrong person. Yeah, there will always be somebody in a grocery store trying to holler at your wife, your girlfriend. She got them legs oiled up. It's summertime. She chocolate and them shiny legs, and she just minding her business with her little sandals on. She got your son with her while she just picking up some groceries from Targets. You think that dudes like me was gonna let her with them thick thighs walk past us with them little small ankles and big calves? No. There's always going to be somebody trying to holler at your woman. It's your job not to focus on who's hollering at your woman, but to focus on what you are doing for your woman, to whereas when them dudes try to holler, she's smacking them away like flies. That's your job. All that waiting around, accusing her, all type of stuff. It's dudes just hollering at you at work. I know it. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. There are dudes like I was trying to holler at your woman at work. If you think it wasn't, yes, there are. Yes, there are. That's right, Jay Burton. JB says she's not yours. It's just your turn. It's just your turn. Okay, yes, sir. That's for real. That's right. And she was 6. But you know what? I picked that giant up, carried that giant over to that beat, boy. It was a wrap. She said, when you picked me up, I felt so dainty. I felt so small. Yo, big, get your hand on me. I'm about to destroy this band. So, like I said, number 3 is remember that you will get flaked. This is Colombia. Bruh, don't take it personally. I'm going to say this again, and I mean this in all sincerity. We in the United States are used to women that just don't show up, or women that just, women either saying yes, I'll be with you, or saying no. But at the end of the day, shout out to my man Justice Champion in the building. But at the end of the day, do realize that in Colombia, I don't know why this tradition exists, but a part of their femininity is they don't feel comfortable with just saying no to you. So they'll say, "Oh, here's my phone number. Here's my IG." And you thinking that you really got a chance. No, you don't. Most of the time, you do. But every once in a while, somebody will just, because it's just not in their nature to just be like, gone, I got a man. They don't do that. They'll give you their DMs and they'll tell you about their man after maybe 2 or 3 conversations, and all of a sudden they'll start talking about, well, I have a man. You're like, wait a minute. Them Tampa boys at it again. Shout out to Tampa.
We in Tampa, 813, Trigger City. Let's get it.
Let's get it once again.
We in Tampa, 813, Trigger City. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just a champion in the building. Tampa boys at it again. So yeah, that can occur to where you just get flaked. That's why we often say, when it comes to dating in Colombia, you might as well set up 2 dates for the same night. But don't take it personally. Andrea flaky towards me. Her grandmama flaky towards her. The aunties are flaky towards the nieces and nephews. Pastor flaky. Everybody show up late. It's Colombian time. It ain't colored people time. It's Colombian people. I tell you, I kid you not. Andrea be like, I'm going out with my girls tonight. I'd be like, okay, cool. And then when it's time to go out, I don't feel like it. Did you tell your girls? I tell them tomorrow. Wait a minute. You're going to tell them tomorrow what y'all supposed to be doing tonight. I done seen this woman flake so many times that I learned that it's not just you guys that are dating Colombians. Colombians flake, men and women flake on each other all day long. They will say one thing when it comes to being there, or they'll end up being an hour or 2 late. If you are having a get together or inviting a Colombian, how many of you dudes have pay for play come to your Airbnb late? I'll wait. You told pay for play, what you doing? Nothing. I'm at the house. Come on through, girl. Make this money. How come pay for play come an hour and a half later? We know that she don't live an hour and a half from here. And pay for play gonna take an hour and a half to make it to your spot. How many times you done been on a date and felt like you was early? Did I make it to this date early? Because she is late in a month. Did I make it to this date early? Colombians got to set their weddings in the middle of the reception because they know y'all ass ain't going to show up on time for the wedding. Colombians do not show up on time for the wedding. Wedding is 6 o'clock. We all pulling up at 7:15, 7:23, 7:41. If they knew if you set that wedding for 6 o'clock, you know that wedding gonna be over and people gonna wonder who got married by the time Colombians show up. So Colombians do like a mini reception for everybody to show up, and then the wedding takes place like an hour or 2 after it, but they feel there's enough people that have showed up to the wedding. There's been plenty of times on the side there, the Colombian wedding, waiting because I know people gonna be late. Then do not take that flaking personal. Dude, they will flake on the money, E-Man. They will flake on the money. Yup, with Chad. Come on, bro. Where's she at? You sitting up there shooting off Texas. They would literally look you, bro. Babe, where you at? You at the restaurant. You done already had 2 or 3 drinks. Babe, where you at? I am in the Uber right now. This chick is still at the beauty salon getting her hair done at 9:15. She coming on the date, but not your time. That's Colombia, bro. Do not, brother. I have found myself being flaky. Okay, it's starting to rub off. When people say he think he Colombian, if you want to judge it by anything, don't judge it by how I dance or anything else. Judge my Colombian side of me is how flaky I'm become. Dre said he gonna be here at 8 o'clock. Man, it's 9:02. Hey, Dre, you coming through or not? Flaky. Oh, hey, bro, you in town? Oh, man, I'm gonna hit up with you, dog. We're gonna hang out. Soon as dude come to town, man, hit my flaky tail go. Acting just like Colombians. Bro, you know, I got some things to take. No, I don't. No, I don't. I'm just being like Colombians. Flaky. So it rubs off, bro. Don't take it personal. Yes, don't set up a date. Set up dates. Yes, sir. Making Coffee fans said it absolutely correct. Set up dates, plural, not singular, that are only a few minutes from the place so you can, I see Andre in there laughing, so you can head over when the Colombians arrive. Yes. Yes. Shout out to my man Steve in the building. He said, happy belated Uncle Jay. Happy belated birthday. My uncle's birthday was a couple days ago. Yes, sir. He said, I thought he was your older brother. Yeah, Jay is my uncle is 54 and I am 56 going on 57 in a couple of months. He said, Andre says it ain't so flaky. Yeah, man. Listen, man. That flaky will rub off on you. He said, thank God I'm from Trinidad, Tobago. Shout out to you, brothers. And he said, thank God I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. Because we are never on time either. Bruh, Colombians ain't, that's one thing that's a guarantee. You see an on-time Colombia, you looking like, that's why I be like, man, Colombia is probably the only, I'll be like this, Colombia is probably the only country you can't get fired for being late. Your boss gonna be late. Where is my boss? Oh, he gonna get here when he get here. Serious, man. Shout out to Unfriendly Stoic. Shout out, yeah, bruh, it's crazy. It is crazy. Yes, set up more than one date. Yes, flaky like a snowstorm. Absolutely correct. Set up more than one date, because I kid you not. And shout out to you guys for all the Cash Apps and the PayPal, since we are no longer connected by way of YouTube directly with the Super Chats. So shout out to you guys for sharing your proceeds. Yes, indeed. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to my man Greg D in the building. He says this. He says, say a woman cancels a date because she has to, and a man cancels a date because he has to. Preach, my friend. Preach. That is so true. That is so true. Yes, sir, EMB. Shout out to you. Times just ain't approximation. That's true. Time is a culture. I kid you not. Goodness gracious. I used to be a timely dude before I moved here. Now I don't know what time it is, what day it is. I'll be missing days. He said 8 o'clock here means that is so true. He ain't lying. Do not take flaking personal, guys. When I first came to Colombia, I thought flaking was, he said, Andre, when you going to start uploading? I'm actually starting uploading this week on the Rumble channel. On the Rumble channel, I'm going to start this week uploading. So make sure you guys subscribe to Rumble over there. I'm going to start uploading, and then I'm going to connect Rumble to these YouTube channels. So if ever we have a problem with YouTube again, many of us are already on Rumble, and we're just going to run with Rumble. Just like Angry Man and Obsidian. We're going to run with Rumble. I'm not going to be sitting up here in YouTube We Trust anymore. Them days are over. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Those days of in YouTube We Trust, no, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. He said, while in Panama, he said, I set up a date with a Colombiana. He said, and went to get her in a Uber, and she was only 25 minutes late coming out of her apartment. Yes, sir. So whatever they texted you saying that they're doing, bro, don't even send it to her. Don't even send that text of where you going, where you at, girl. You should be here for about now. I used to set up dates for like 9 o'clock. It'd be like 11:15 when we getting together. He said, I started watching your Rumble videos as opposed to YouTube. Shout out to you, brother. Thank you for letting me know, guys. Thank you for letting me know once I set all this up, you guys are going to be supporting, man. I kid you not. I kid you not. I said this the other day and I said today, the thing that got me choked up, had a brother, a little tear in his eye, was the fact that you guys are supportive. I knew it, but then when you see it, that just blessed my heart, bros. I kid you not. EMB, Mr. Colombia himself, who knows just as much as I know, if not more. He said, I found a timely Colombiana, and it was nice to know my schedule was respected. He said, I was actually late more than she was. Wow. That's what I would do. That's a good one. For all you guys that are dating Colombian women, if you notice that she is if you notice that you want to see her at 9, tell her 6. That is so true. And you will not be late. I hate to say it, you will not be late, gentlemen. Shout out to you. Let me make sure of this. Okay. There we go. Okay, there we go. Better on Rumble because it takes less of your profits. That's true. Colombia. YouTube is like a 60-40 split. No, actually it's more than YouTube is 55-45. So YouTube, if you guys send us $100, YouTube will give us only $55. I thought it was less than that, but then I just recently read their policy. $55. That means 45 of your hard-earned money into the stratosphere. To whereas, Cash App is direct, PayPal is direct, and Rumble is 65-35. So you get 65% of the proceeds on Rumble. 65%, and then Rumble only gets 35%. It's crazy, man. YouTube, they swear they got that monopoly popping on. Once again, shout out to those nation boys in Vegas. Yes, sir. Raider Nation Raiders. Yeah. Yeah, YouTube be coming with the big guns because they think they got a monopoly. So they like, he said, what happened? Your channel is great, man. He said, wow, I love you and your wife's content. What happened, Dennis, was this. They, our channel that we got 100,000 subscribers on, they took that channel down. And because we were connected to that channel, like I mentioned this before, this is very important, gentlemen. Do not connect all your YouTube channels to one email address. If you can, use even more than one Google AdSense. But Google AdSense and YouTube are two totally different entities. So it's not too bad with the Google AdSense. But when you're using one email address, that's where the problem lies in. And we had, once they took this channel and all the other channels that you're looking at us from, all those other channels, we'd have no access to. They're just out there in the stratosphere. Any super chat that you guys send to us on regular Love Crossing Borders channel or Travel Unravel, we're not going to get that. We won't get any of that money. YouTube is just going to sit back and be like, we'll keep some of it. We might send it back to you. You get our money. We'll send it back to the person eventually. So if you send $100 to us like my man Richard did the other day, that $100 YouTube will have sitting around forever, and then one day Richard will get his $100 back. All of a sudden he'd be like, here's $100 from YouTube. What? Where'd this come from? That's how YouTube works. So no more right here on this channel. Make sure you guys make sure you drop the links to the other channels. That's what you want to do. Make sure you drop the link to the other channels. And I'm going to drop the link to Andrea Wallace TV as well. Make sure you subscribe and support Andrea's channel. She's got some great content coming down the turnpike this week. So make sure you guys subscribe to Andrea's channel. Show some love to your girl. She's always showing support to us. Make sure you guys subscribe to Andrea's channel. That's Andrea Wallace TV right there. My man Jay Anderson says, once again, shout out to those Raider Nation boys or those Nation boys. Yeah, better deal. Yes, sir. Better deal than YouTube when you on Rumble. And Rumble is just roll like Obsidian told me today, it's rolling along. It's growing and growing and growing because there are so many YouTubers that are tired of the games. They're tired of the game. Let's go to the next one. Number 4. Number 4 is that they could be materialistic, especially the Pisces. Am I lying though? All you dudes, Pisces are the women that are born in the men also. Medellin. Mainly, most of us go to the state. It's called the state of Antioquia. That's the state. And in Antioquia, the people are considered what's called Pisces, right? And the capital is Medellin. Pisces are known for their accents. That's why whenever you talk to somebody that's Colombian, their the women that have the most gorgeous accents are the Pisces. And that accent just lures you in, right? But they know it. And they are like ultra materialistic, vain, worship me, mere human. American, you're no different than the other. What will you buy me for this beauty, this Paisa beauty I have? What would you buy me, American? And so a lot of times you guys have to come out of extra proceeds because, to be honest, materialism, you guys blew their heads up in a sense of they got the big skulls. They think that they are better than the rest of the Colombianas. I mean, you got Bogota, it's materialistic, but many of the women are making their own money. It's a big city. It's bigger than Chicago. So it's doing its thing. Bogota got women that are part of politics and women that are part of business ownership and women that are part of this. So women have their money just like the men have their money. So they could be material because they're all doing it together. You got Cali, which is a town city with this, 2 million people. And it's kind of like laid back and it's cool. So we don't have that materialism. If a woman down here is materialistic, it's almost like, seriously, you funny. Girl, go on with that. I need you to buy me. What? Girl, go on with that. This Cali. Go with this ain't Medellin. This Cali. Now, if that's your girl, and you want her to look jazzy like Andrea and have all the nice purses and all that stuff, that's one thing. That's your girl. But in Cali, if it's just a chick that you smash, she talking about buy me an iPhone, girl, this is Cali. This is not Medellin. Go on somewhere get your somewhere. And then Cartagena, they just won't pay for play. They just want your money. They don't give them no compliments. They just like, yes, I know I'm pretty. How much you want to pay? That's Cartagena. Not all women in Cartagena, because there's some really good women in Cartagena, just like in other places. And just like in Medellin. But Medellin is known when it comes to Colombia, it's materialism. Yes, their women are materialistic. And you cannot deny that part. Uriah says, what do they sound like? You know what they sound like? And many of us have said this. Paisas sound like they're singing their words. They sound like instead of just speaking their words, it's almost like a song. It almost like goes like that when they're talking in Spanish. Like if you listen to interviews with Carol G and a bunch of other, then they just lure you guys in with that Paisa accent, boy. Y'all like a sight, just oh my God. Yeah, like Italians. Yep. Like Italians almost sound like they're singing their words and not just speaking their words, but they almost have like a song. Yeah. Yep, in a singing way. That's what lure these dudes in. When they hear like the end the words and Paisa stress to end the words, and it sound like a tune. It sounds like they're singing to you. And you're like, oh, whatever you want, Paisa. You're so beautiful, my little Paisa queen. Yep. Exactly. They end with a downward tone. And dudes fall for it every time, man. I did. I'm like, wow. It was different here. A Puerto Rican, I'm in Florida, Puerto Rican, Dominicans, Mexicans. But then all of a sudden you hear these Colombian accents, and they're not Colombian Americans. I'm going to say this again. There's a difference between hearing Colombian Americans speak Spanish, but then you hearing a Paisa from Medellin, and you're like, oh, snap. Just talk, amor. Hablar. Yeah. Otra vez. Again, say it again. Otra vez. Yeah. Otra vez. Yeah. So people kind of like get lured in by that, and then they fall. Then all of a sudden you empty your wallet, and then the next dude get off the plane, and they expect the next dude to be because Medellin accent is exaggerated. That's true. They do exaggerate their words. So true, EMB. Absolutely correct. There's no other form of Spanish in Colombia that speaks with that kind of that songish. Like you'll hear it a little bit here, there in Colombia, but it's nothing like Medellin. He said, that's new to me. Sounds interesting. Got to hear this. Yeah, bro. Just look up women in Medellin speaking. You could tell women in Medellin from Medellin speaking as soon as you hear it. Because they do, he's right, they do a downward tone with the end of their words. And yeah, man, you can. He said, go find a Paisa from, yeah, that's true. Shout out to you, EMB. Yeah, he said that makes sense. That makes sense. Don't go for it, guys. The next one we're going to look at is, we talked about them being materialistic. Next one we're going to look at is number 6. He said, you will need to pay for pretty. You will have to pay pretty much for everything. Depends on the woman, depends on most women. Yes, because of what we like to do, what we like to see. It's about that. Yeah. He said, what time? What time is it about to do Christmas time? He said, what time is it about to do? Is about to be Christmas time? September. Me and my uncle were driving past the Christmas stores the other day. All the Christmas stores are open, selling the toys. I mean, selling the ornaments and everything. Christmas trees about to go up, players. Christmas trees are about to go up. Christmas music starts September 1st. Man, listen, I already heard some Christmas music over the past couple of days. And they serious. It's not like, oh, it's Christmas in July. It's a season. No. This is Christmas for the next 5-6 months Christmas. Yeah. Shout out to you guys. But yeah, expect Christmas to be in September. And that's when all the females are going to start begging for money. And that's when all of the ladies are going to start, poppy this, poppy that. And you're going to be looking like, okay, you're going to be wishing that you're going to have to be coming out of your pockets. Yes, you mainly will be paying for stuff, directly or indirectly. Shout out to my man Dave in the building. Oh, Black Nubian. Shout out to you, Black Nubian. Canadian boys. Get there.
I told this guy where I was from. He said, "Oh,
What's it?
Canada."
$9.99. Shout out to you, brother. Yes, sir. Them Canadian boys out again with the PayPal. And shout out to my man William from yesterday. William said, "Sorry, I'm so late to the show. Last night he sent us $20." And he said, "From now on, I will send money through PayPal or Cash App." So shout out to my man Will of Thrill. He'll be down here soon as well. But yeah, that's a good way of putting it, because I thought about that too. For all you guys that grew up in the 70s, grew up in the 80s, and that Valley Girl sound that came out of California, that's what Paisa sound like. Yes, they do. Them California Valley Girls. Literally. That's the first thing I thought about. If Valley Girls spoke Spanish, it would be Paisas. That's exactly how it sounds. That is so true. Shout out to you, right? He said he'll be down here in November. EMB says, he said, not really. It depends on the exaggeration made sound. He said, Paisas from Medellin, all Paisa accents. Yeah. It depends. That's true. Dividend Passport Bro says this. Hey, everyone, I'm in DR this week. Shout out to you, brother. Enjoying yourself, man. We like DR. Going to be back home in Colombia on the 17th of August. Yes, sir. That means you'll be here on Thursday. Wait a minute. Yeah, I think the 17th is going to fall on, Saturday. Sábado. You'll be here on that Saturday. Sábado. Yes, sir. Let's go to the next one. You remember number 6, very much you're going to be paying for just about everything, which is no problem, man. It's not like it's something expensive. Even like if you take a Colombian woman to breakfast, $10 for 2 people. But when you guys start to sponsoring, you're going to the flower festivals this week. That is this weekend. You're right. In Medellin, the flower festival. There's going to be a lot of partying in Medellin this weekend for the flower festival. Oh yeah. Don't let the name fool you. Avengers Assemble. Yes, sir. And shout out to all you guys on the other channels that are watching. Make sure that you guys continue to drop the links. Make sure you guys subscribe. Our goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers. Wow, we got 77 people on the new channel. Shout out to you guys. Let me go in the studio. Am I correct? Am I seeing correctly? Let me make sure that I'm looking correctly. Well, while I'm over here, let me grab that link for the channel. Make sure you guys subscribe to the new channels. This is the podcast one, the Love Crossing Borders show. There we go. Bam. Thank you guys for dropping the links to the new channels, including Andre Wallace TV. Make sure you guys subscribe, because we are going to be moving from this Love Crossing Borders channel. Okay, I see you guys are watching from Love Crossing Borders. I see that. Cool. So we got 77 people in love watching from Love Crossing Borders. That's what that is. So make sure you guys, because the day is coming. Like I said, less than 30 days, we will be no longer 11 people on. Okay, we got 11 people over there. That's cool. Shout out to you guys over there that are watching from the subscribe channel. Shout out to you guys. I appreciate that. Like I said, throughout the week, I'm going to be making sure that the moderators get your. So make sure each one of you moderators, make sure that you are subscribed, because I want to make sure that you guys get your wrenches over there as well on the new channels. because after 30 days, we will not be broadcasting on this original Love Crossing Borders. I'll be done with it. I will be done with it. Shout out to you guys that are here. Shout out to Theo. Hey, guys. Also, guys who have not signed up for the Black Manosphere Conclave. I don't know what you guys are doing. We're going to be in Houston September 6th through the 8th. Brothers are coming together, man. I'm telling you, it's going to be wonderful. Wonderful. And we still got some early bird special tickets. It is well worth the investments because we're going to be doing a lot of things to help the success of men, especially men of color. So, yeah, let me make sure I got this pulled up for us. Let's look at the Black Manosphere Conclave. See what all that you guys are going to get. You're going to get all these speakers that's going to be showing up. All these public speakers going to be from September 6th through the 8th. These speakers will be here. So I'm going to drop the link for you guys to take advantage of that. And I'll show you who the speakers are going to be. Then we're going to come back. And Theo said, man, hey, get ready for the homework. He said, hey, get out of here, Andre. Get over to Andre new channel and get your home. And you guys get more homework. Yes, you guys already know who Theo's talking about, who are all in Theo's classes for IT. So we got public speakers after public speakers, very professional guys, from my man Jason when it comes to health. Theo, come on now. We already know Mr. IT himself. We got Jason. We got Shannon. Obsidian is going to be talking about his new book, as well as, among other things, as being the best man of color that you can be. We got my man, Brother Lee, is in the building. I'm telling you, he's going to do some great things. Who is that masked man right there? Is that Andre of Love Crossing Borders? I'll be there speaking. Yes, sir. And what I'll be speaking on is this. At the Black Manosphere Conclave, I'm going to let you guys know what I will be speaking on. I will be not only doing consultations, but I will basically shout out to my uncle Ghostface, Jeffrey, who's here, who subscribed to the new channel. He's here in Cali, Colombia with us. Mr. Birthday Jeff himself. I will be speaking on the difference between a vacationer and a relocator. So I'll be talking about what routines should you be bringing, because that's one thing that we don't bring with us as a vacationer. We bring that as a relocator. I'll be talking about the 4 reasons why people stay in the United States. There are reasons why people are not moving outside the United States, and many of you won't. So we're going to talk about the reasons why you are still there. You might complain, you might fuss about the states, but you ain't going nowhere. There are 4 reasons why. We're going to talk about the 3 reasons why most of us are relocating. Then we're going to talk about that. And then we're going to be talking about the, let's see what else I have written down here. Oh, the steps of whenever you want to just take a vacation to another country, what steps that you need to take with that, as well as a relocator, what steps you need to take to convert from a vacationer to a relocator, whether it be in 5 months, 5 years, or in 15 years. What steps should you be taking right now? So those are the things that I'm going to be talking about at the Black Man's Conclave, or the Black Manosphere Conclave. So guys, be ready for that. Make sure you get your tickets. I'm going to drop the link also for the hotel accommodations. Give me a second. Let that pull up. Shout out to my man Kenny Peoples as well. Let me pull up those hotel accommodations. Because they got really nice hotels. The event is going to be at the 4 Seasons. And so let me pull these hotel accommodations up for you guys as well, so you can see that. So now let me move my banner out of the way. So you not only get that, but you'll be able to make sure you get your hotel accommodation. So you don't have to feel like, well, wait a minute, where will I stay? And so we've got the hotel accommodations for the 4 Seasons, really nice. And then to confirm your room is right here. I'm going to drop the link for that. All you Henrys out there, you're like, you know what? I can afford to go to the event, but being at the, the Four Seasons is really a little bit out of my budget. So you say, you know what? Let me go to the Embassy Suites across the street. It's only $177 a night, and so you can stay there at the Embassy Suites. Really nice hotel, really, really nice. Get your drinks on, chill by the pool. But for the Four Seasons, for extra $100, $277 a night, with the promo code, here it is right here, promo code, you guys get the chance to stay in the Four Seasons. Yes, sir. With the gym. And what I like is the Top Golf that it has in there, the Top Golf suite that's in the Four Seasons. So yeah, you'll eat good and just enjoy yourself at the bar. And plus there's a mall that's not too far from there. When it's time for lunch break, you get a mall just right across from it, get a chance to go to the mall, have something to eat. We get a chance to sit down, chop it up, laugh, and then go back to the Black Manosphere Conclave. We're going to have a group photo of all the guys coming together. So make sure that you bring at least, if you don't have a suit, not everybody's got a suit or a suit jacket, but bring a really nice button-down shirt. We wish that you would have a suit or at least a suit jacket, but if you don't, at least bring a button-down shirt with you so you can look good. But the key part is signing up. None of this is going to take place. We even got photographers there that could take your professional photos. Some of you guys got some old photos of yourself when it comes to job applications on LinkedIn, or if you're applying for international jobs, you don't even look like that photo anymore. And so we're going to have a photographer there for you guys, man, that you go ahead and throw that photographer maybe $35, maybe $30, and he'll take some professional photos for you. This is a corporate photographer. This is not just some raggedy dude with a camera. This guy specializes in corporate photography. And since he specializes in corporate photography, these are the type of photos that you want to have in your arsenal. You can't just have all photos in your arsenal and no professional photos in your arsenal. So that's another thing that you're going to get. You're going to have speakers like Dennis Sperlin is going to be there. Richie Maxum, Thailand is going to be there. I believe just guys that are going to be showing up. Guapo is going to be there. So guys, definitely you want to show up for this. And with the early bird special, the tickets are just a little under 500 right now. I'm telling you guys, take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. Remember, the tickets were only $99 at one point in time. So I'm like this, man. I am willing to invest in Andre. I just bought a course. for $500. Why? I'm not crazy. I believe that I already know that by buying that course and taking advantage of it, I could quadruple that money immediately. But most guys think, I ain't got to spend that type of money on myself. And that's why you end up the way that you are in life. But many of us already know that we need mentorship. We need our brotherhood to encourage us, to help us, and to help us to become the best men that we can be. I'm going to tell you something in all sincerity that I learned as an older man. I could only take Andre so far in this life. I could only take Andre by myself so far in this game called life. In order to really be the man who Andre needs to be in life, I need the Theos. I need the Obsidians. I need brothers like you when you come down. The success of relationships that I see that you guys are in. The success in business. I need the brothers like Joey and brothers like Los and Cartagena, who are the crypto kings. I need those dudes. I could only go so far by myself learning crypto. I need you guys. I need you guys that set an example on YouTube like Angry Man and Anton Daniels and Ace Live and Check in Effect. tailor-made dreams. I need those guys to be an example. I can only take Andre's life so far by myself. The rest of the way towards success is by mentorships, networks, courses that I take, books that I read. In other words, I glean off of other men as a unit or even as individuals to succeed in this thing called life. I can only take it so far by myself, and the rest of it is I'm riding the breeze, the tails breeze, or the wind, or buffering off of the turbulence of other men that have been successful before me. That's how I'm able to accomplish what I'm able to accomplish. Not because of me, but because right now at this stage of life, I realize I got to pay for learning. I got to pay to advance this thing. You can only take you so far to where you know, okay, I got a choice between Jordans or the Black Manosphere Conclave. I've had Jordans my whole life. Let me see what it's like to come together with a bunch of successful Black men and what I can learn that could take my life to the next level. I know what Jordans have done for my life. I could buy 50 more pair of Jordans, and I know what's gonna happen to my life. Not a dang thing except my feet gonna look good. But I've never invested in myself like I see white dudes do when they go to see Tony Robbins, when they go to see Zig Ziglar when he was alive, and all those other public speakers out there. I see the white boys doing it all the time, but I've never done it for me. So let me go ahead and stop playing, come out my little $500 and see what these brothers can do to give me my life a breeze up under my wings so I can fly further too. You'll never see me pretend like I'm doing this and I could take my life to the next level by myself. I cannot, and neither can you. And that's why I love the fact that the Black Manosphere Conclave exists. Because we're going to be networking, and you think you got one or two good brothers in your phone right now. Boy, by the time you get done with the conclave, it's going to be so many brothers that you're networking with that's going to be used for the next 3-4 years. Think about you go and you connect with so many dudes that are into things that you wish that you was into. I'm trying to get y'all to hook up. Okay, try to get y'all to hook up. Yep, that's serious. He said a little bit something. Market focus. Let me go check you out. Check you out, brother. Shout out to you. Thank you very much, Market Focus, for letting me see that. Let me go back. I was just so excited about the conclave. I don't see anything, Market Focus. Let me see. Nope. You said send a little something to you to your Cash App. I don't see it, Market Focus. I don't see nothing. Was it Cash App or to the PayPal? Nope, it wasn't to the PayPal either. I don't see it, my brethren. I don't see it. So it's okay. It's okay. Let me close out maybe if I close this out and then I open it back up. I always want to give credit where credit is due. Well, I don't see anything, brother. I see Derman. Unless that's you, Market Focus. Shout out to you with the $5. I see Zion. I see tonight has been Zion. It's been Andre, Thomas, Zion, Kings and Dreams, Love W, and Derman. Yep. Oh yeah. Hey, listen. I just need about 5 of us to attack Theo with our cell phone, just taking photos. We just gonna hit Theo up like with the cell phone photo shoots. We just gonna all just jump in front of Theo doing selfies, just selfieing him. He ain't gonna know what's going on. Hey Theo, how you doing? Selfies. We ain't gonna just take pictures of Theo. It's gonna be all selfies all night long. Theo just gonna have to be like this all night long. Cause we doing selfie attacks. Theo gonna be thinking we talking to somebody else. He said, before YouTube mix up, he said, I didn't even see Travel Unraveled. I seen someone else's face. Or did I miss? Yeah, don't even worry about Travel Unraveled anymore, Tim. Don't worry about Travel Unraveled anymore. I'm not going to be using that channel anymore either. In 30 days, it'll just be these channels that Dave is showing. Shout out to Dave. It'll just be these channels. And it'll be Rumble and Andrea Wallace TV. Yeah, and Chewbacca. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to you. So anybody that want to support the channel this evening is Cash Apps and PayPal. Shout out to you guys. And make sure you guys subscribe to the other channels as well. That's a blessing to us also. And also, I forgot to put our Patreon up there. Who am I? Who am I? I forgot to place our Patreon. We would love to have, if possible, this evening, about 4 guys joining the Patreon. But I don't want to. I know there's a business side to everything, but I don't want to spend all night just talking about, blessing the channel. But if 5 of you guys could sign up for the Patreon, that would be cool. So I just dropped the link for that, because we're going to be doing some great things this week. And starting tomorrow, it'll be the first Patreon live stream tomorrow, because we're going to be doing all week long Patreons, even though we're going to be doing our other regular live streams. But Patreon is going to get a special place from now on. And shout out to you once again, Market Focus. You sent you a little Cash App. Keep doing your thing, brother, and I'll keep on doing it as long as you brothers there. He said, if you take a photo of Theo, Chewbacca will help you. He said, yeah, we're gonna swamp Theo. Oh, that's a given, bro. I'm gonna get. I'm walking away with at least 4 or 5 Theo shots. That's a given, man. That's a given. And I'm talking about hey Theo, what? I'll be hitting Theo up on the selfies, man. That's a given. But back to what we're talking about. Make sure you sign up for the conclave. I'm going to put the hotel information out there right now for you guys. The accommodation and the codes are there as well. And like I said, if I wasn't a speaker, I had already, I kid you not, before Obsidian said anything to me, I had already planned on going to the Black Manosphere Conclave. I had already planned. When I saw all the fun the guys had last year, I'm like, what? Yeah, I got Kosher Knishin and Theo and El Guapo, and that's when Richie Mack was there. I'm like, man, listen. Y'all ain't leaving me out. I'm like Rudolph. Y'all ain't gonna leave me out of the reindeer games. Shout out. And Uriah says, he said, I'm gonna swarm the yep. He says that. And let me scroll down. Make sure I didn't miss anybody else. Seek and understand. He said, Andre and Andrea. He said, Andre and everyone in the comments watching, what up? Sorry I'm late, gentlemen. We're still talking about the 10 things that you can expect when it comes to dating a Colombian woman. Let's go on to the next one. Number 7 is this. They are passionate in bed. That's one thing that you cannot say that Colombian women are not. They are passionate in bed. They do care about your satisfaction. Yep, and Richie Mack will be there again this year. Zoom Tribe. Theme music. Shout out to Richie with the theme music. Yeah, that's universal. That is so true. Yes, very passionate women. In life, they're very passionate, whether they're cooking you something or whether they're preparing something or whether they're giving you a hug or a kiss. Very passionate. This is a very touchy-feely country. It's not just in bed, but out of bed. I noticed that. They are very touchy-feely here in this country. If you're a person that doesn't like to cuddle with your woman, or you don't like to hold hands, or you don't like to escort your woman, put your hand out like a jill. See, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Is it just me, EMB? In the States, I have never had an opportunity to put my hand out like a gentleman. And the woman just takes my arm and I escort her as she's walking in her heels. That don't happen in the States too often. You got in the States, you just got your arm down. She just grab your arm and you just walking. Or in the wintertime, she grab your arm to keep from falling on the ice. That's just about it you get in the States. There is no, I'm a gentleman and I have my arm out and she just grabs your arm. You guys are walking. No, you don't see that in the States. That's how affection, he say, just how they talk to everyone is genuine. He said, just how they, yeah, that's true. He said, just how they talk to everyone is genuine and more affectionate. This is true. This is true. I think, like I said, me and that's so true, MB. My love, my life, my princess. Yes, with how they say it, bruh. I remember brother he asked me on a few years ago, he asked on a live stream. He said, hey, she called me mi amor. Does that mean anything? I say, bruh, how long have you been knowing her? He said, I've been knowing her for a couple of days. I say, no, everybody's amor in Colombia. The dog, trees, birds, kids, grandma, the waitress, everybody. Don't get caught. It's like 5 different reasons why they use the term amor. It's like saying honey. It's like, hi, honey. It's just it. Oh, thank you, honey. Or thank you, beautiful. Or thank you, sweetie. Gracias, amor. Amor aquí? No aquí? Ah, derecha. I say gracias. That's it. You caught me, huh? You're not saying like I'm in love with the woman that just gave me directions or walking down the street, make a left. Izquierda. So say you ain't falling in love with a woman that just told you make a left and then make a right. You won't miss it. EMB says, he said, right, Chad, it's a greeting. Good call. It's a greeting. He said foreigners really show themselves when they react to how affectionate Colombians talk. That is so true. That is so true. And the other reason what I like about how Colombians talk is Colombians talk to you like that ain't called for. Unless it's a real reason to argue. If you come too hype at a Colombian man or woman, they will look at you like, what are you doing? That ain't even called for. They look at you crazy. They could have did something wrong to you. And they will look at you like you crazy because this is not a sport. So if we're not watching sports, why are you so loud? That's not even called for. They will get mad at you because you mad at them. Shout out to my man Timothy Bright. He said, Andre, I'm writing like a doctor, but worse. Yeah, that's how my writing is. He said, my type of camera, should I purchase to record that has big files enough? Sometimes I can read my handwriting, especially. And sometimes I can't, bro. My handwriting is just like a doctor's too, Tim. I couldn't tell you, Andre. I always talk about my handwriting. My handwriting is like old school hip hop. You know, when hip hop first started out, in order to keep somebody from stealing your rhymes, you would write your rhymes in graffiti. So only you and maybe only one other person would know what you wrote. So I'm so used to drawing. Plus, I'm an artist. So some of you guys don't know that about me. I'm an actual artist, like oil paintings, acrylics, anything that has to do with ink drawings, pencil art. That's what I do, right? And so I have a bad habit of drawing my words as if I'm drawing my words and not writing my words. So my words are slanted and all type of look like an abstract piece of art. So I'm the last one to tell somebody about the proper way of drawing it. Shout out to my man Black Man. BMT is in the building. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. He say, what is this casual Sundays? You need a passport merch online? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to you guys. The pass. Make sure you guys go not only download for free the Passport Bro app, but make sure that you guys also get some of the new t-shirts that's out. The new Passport Bro t-shirts. Yes, sir. I saw EMB wearing one the other day. My man Aaron. Well, not EMB, but my man Aaron from Passport Bros. And man, great new t-shirts that's out. So and Aaron's in DR right now, but shout out to you, man. That BMT Live. Shout out to you with the new title of the channel. But yeah, guys, definitely. Let me do this real quick. Make sure I didn't miss anybody on the cash apps. Okay, I didn't miss anybody on the cash apps, and let me sure I didn't miss anybody on the PayPal. Okay, I didn't miss anybody. So shout out to you guys. All right. Appreciate you, gentlemen. Okay. Especially in Meadow League, especially at Modelo, yeah. EMB knows all about the good spots. He said we're not used to that. That's true. He said gaslight the hell out of you if you ain't aware. That's true. He said, okay, I'm in. Okay, shout out to you. Shout out to you, brother. He said, your handwriting is trash, Dre. Yes, my uncle says it's trash. My wife says it's trash. I know it's trash. I've embraced the trashiness of my handwriting. I have no problem with that. Yeah. Shout out to you, EMB. All right, let's go to the next one. Number 8. Ocho. I said 8. They are usually more feminine than American women. Yes, we talked about that earlier. That Colombian women are, and many women in South America are, they do not realize how different they are from women in the United States. Like I said, we were at the wedding yesterday and sisters just started twerking. And I'm like, we're at a wedding. You don't twerk every day. Sisters love to throw their ass in the air everywhere. Ain't nobody threw their ass. Ain't not one Colombian. Now, to shake and to move and to and showcase and have fun dancing, that's cool. Everybody is not trying to see you throw your ass in the air at their wedding. Maybe at a club, yeah. Not at the wedding. I'm like, these stateside boy. These stateside. Whew. Yes, they are different. Even in how they try to get a point across. Women in the United States actually think that the louder and the faster they talk, the more they must be right. I'm going to say this again. Have you ever been in a discussion or a disagreement with a woman in the United States? They get loud as can be, and they start talking faster. And they think that if they overtalk you, get loud, and start talking rapid, that must mean they're right. Or they think if they say something that makes somebody else laugh, that must mean that they're right because the people in the background laugh. Now, when you were a teenager, that made you feel kind of bad because, man, everybody laughing at me. But when you're a grown man, you're like, y'all laughing at that bullhead? So y'all co-signing what she just said. Y'all believe what she just said was the truth? So y'all stupid with her, huh? So she ain't the only fool that's standing here. Y'all fools too, huh? I'm just trying to be sure. Is this Snow White and the 7 Fools? Well, y'all need to stop laughing at that stupidity she just said. Just because she talking loud and talking fast doesn't make her right. See, when you get older, you don't fall for it like you used to when you were a teen. That's what my point is. You don't fall for it like you used to when you're a teen. He said, we respect you, but must be disobedient. He said, just making stars, just like the Midnight Star song. He said, ain't no parking on the dance floor, no parking on the dance floor, baby. If y'all see dancing, he said, I will or hope to be there. Yeah. I agree with you, but yeah, I ain't trying to, dude. I left the United States, so I had to see twerking everywhere. Dude, come on, let's be real. All men like a woman like to see a woman with a big butt throwing that thing back. We do, but not everywhere. And it doesn't. Come on, us dudes that's old enough to realize, remember the days when twerking was attractive, when it was only in the strip club and you had to pay to go see somebody twerk. Like, man, I went to the strip club and this woman was able to do something I've never seen before. Now twerking is like, yeah, you embarrassing. You're an embarrassment now. Yeah. I mean, Andre dances on her husband, but Andre ain't twerking on her husband. Not at no wedding. Come on, man. I got more respect for dance hall dancing than I got for twerking these days. I got more respect for dance hall and the cultures that have like a twist and a grind to them. You know, the island dancer and celebrations than I have for just a regular chick in the neighborhood that's twerking just because she saw somebody else twerking. Yeah, them Cleveland chicks, yep. For real. Them Cleveland chicks. Seriously. Shout out to Cleveland. Them Ohio players. Shout out to Omar in the building. Make sure you guys subscribe to the new channels. Do not leave before subscribing to the new channels, and support us, at least, like I said, the Black Manosphere Conclave. That's the link to the hotel. And let me give you the link to the event so you can buy your tickets. Tomorrow in the Patreon, we're going to talk about on the live stream for the Patreon, we're going to be talking about the event that's coming up, the Afro-Colombian Festival here in Cali, Colombia. Whether you make it here this year or next year, you're going to have all the information that you need. Whether you make it here this year or whether you make it next year. So that's what we're going to be talking about. So for those of you that want to get that information, that thorough information, make sure that you become a part of the Patreon. Shout out to you guys. Right. When it's cultural and things like that, they say when I see sisters working in Africa, that's a completely, yeah. The slave castle. He said I was disgusted. Yeah, the sisters that were twerking at the castle. Man, bruh, I saw that video. This is where slaves last saw their home continent of Africa before they were being shipped off to the Americas and to Europe. A place where we should be respectful to our ancestors. And what do we see on YouTube and Instagram? Sisters twerking. You can't make this up. When I said number 8, I meant it. Colombian women and most women in South America, let's be real, are usually more feminine than women in North America. And that includes Canada too. That includes Canada too. Absolutely. Absolutely a mess. A mess over there. I couldn't believe it during the wedding. I'm like, come on now. Is that really called for? Let's look at number 9. Number 9 is when it comes to dating Colombianas, you have your own place Most will be living with their parents. That's true. When it comes to Colombian women, they, for the most part, unless they may be in Bogota a little bit, but for the most part, most Colombian women can be in their 40s still living with their parents. Not because it's a bad thing, but because, yeah, in British too. Not because it's a bad thing, but because it's an honest thing. Unless they're about to get married, they're stacking their money to buy their own place when they get older, or to take over their mom's place or dad's place when their parents pass on. And so they have the proceeds to keep it in the family. Yes, in their 40s. It's nothing you see me. It's nothing you see to see men in Colombia living in and out of their parents' house in their 30s and 40s. See, the one thing I can say I can respect about Colombians when it comes to this, Colombians know when it comes to the banking system, most of it's, thank you, EMB, it's normal. Normal. When it comes to Colombia, most are saving for big major purchases to where I want to be out of my mama house at 18. Got you. I'm 21 and I'm a man now. Cool. You ain't got your own apartment? Not Colombians don't think like that. Many in South Americans don't think like that. We think of just spread our wings, fly away at an early age. Colombians know that, hey, this country is not a mortgage country. I'm going to say this again. If you ain't got the money, you ain't going to buy it. Car payments, yes. But for the most part, with the house, you got to come with that whole 100,000. Okay. In the States, we could buy a house because we could put a percentage down. Most places in Colombia, yeah, you could put a percentage down, but you got a 5-year or 4-year or 3-year mortgage to pay the rest of that 100,000 off. This is not a mortgage country. And a lot of countries around the world are not mortgage countries. So how do you save up for that type of money? And you trying to get 2 or 3 of them, 2 or 3 apartments to have you 2 or 3 Airbnbs and one place to live. Stay your tail home with your mama and daddy and stack your money. You ain't got no bills to pay, boy. Just a few bills here and there to help mom and dad out. But for the most part, Colombian dudes are stacking their money until they're about to get married, or until they're about to start a business, or they're about to go to school. They stacking their money. We so busy in the rush to get out there for our freedom, and we spending money. Okay, y'all want to laugh at Colombians. Think about, for all you dudes that are like 31, 32, 35, 40 years old right now, all you dudes that's under 40. Think about how much money you would have saved if you were able to keep your butt home with your mama until you hit 35 or 40 years old. I mean, be for real. I ain't talking about your freedom. I'm not talking about you getting a car. I'm not talking about the places that you've been to. I'm just talking about the money that you would have stacked in rent or mortgage or whatever, a roommate, the money that you would have saved. I'm not taking away you're going out having your girlfriend money. I'm just talking about just rent. Between the age of 21 rent paid and the age of 41 rent paid, how many pieces of property you could have owned in the United States. But we laughing at Colombians. Why do you think they got all these little 4-hour hotel motels around Colombia? That's romantic and everything. Because Colombian dudes, I can't take her home to my mama house. So where can I take her? That's where all these hotels are that I keep trying to tell y'all about. You could pull up in your motorcycle, do your deed for the next 3-4 hours, drop her off at her mama house. You go on back to your mama house and keep saving your money. And if you decide to marry somebody one day, guess what? It's funny how Colombians, when they do get married, they either got a piece of property that they're about to buy, or they've been owning to it. Man, I know a partner, man, that was telling me that his Airbnb host is only 29 years old and he owned 3 Airbnbs. I know a dude that is an electrical engineer in Colombia. I know this cat. Electrical engineer in Colombia. Nice career. still living with his parents, but he owns several pieces of property and land throughout Colombia. I know a young lady that's a medical doctor, and I watched her interview. This young lady is about 28, 29 years old. I think maybe 30. This young lady owns 3 Airbnbs, 2 horses, and horses are expensive in Colombia because you got to not only have a horse to pay for, you got to pay for the take care of that horse, the stable, all that. She got 2. Actually, I'm sorry, she got 3 horses. And I forgot what she said what each horse was for. Like one was for recreation, one was for this, and another one was for another thing. 29 years old, 2 or 3 pieces of property in the medical field, living with her mama. Do you know how well off that young lady's going to be by the time she hit 30? So while we laugh, hit 40. So while we laugh at Colombians and other cultures when they stay living with their mama for years, we don't get it. But they stacking. They are stacking. While most of us in the States are still trying to pay off our little 30-year fixed mortgage, our adjustable mortgage. Let's put it like this. You will not see a housing crash in Colombia. There will not be a mortgage bubble in Colombia. It's going to be another one in the States before there ever be one here. They know that if they get a loan for the amount that it costs in interest rates is going to be crazy. They rather just stay home and stack it. And if you can't do that, a lot of Colombia, I'm not saying that every Colombia is like that and everybody's rich, because we know that everywhere you go, like the Bible says, the poor will always be with you. So it'll always be somebody that ain't got nothing. But those that are serious, man, please. Timothy, I like what Timothy says. Timothy says the mindset in America is different than other places. He said, I remember having a car and killing roaches. He said, got my first car, good. But if I was living, let me go back. Official Kobe, do not send any super chats. Send them directly to the cash out. We don't have access to the super chats anymore. So what'll happen is, like in a few months, YouTube will give you your money back. But we don't get the proceeds. We don't get anything that you guys send. So send money to the Cash App and send money to the PayPal that you guys see scrolling under the screen. And we appreciate your support. We really do. And he says the mindset in America is different than other places. I remember not having a car and killing roaches killing coochies. He said, I remember not having a car and killing coochies. I said roaches, coochies. Got my first car, good. But if I was still living at home, coochies would have dried up. That's because that American mindset. Here in Colombia, these dudes still smashing them, ain't they? Still living with their mama. They got 2 or 3 kids. Still living with daddy. Kids ain't living with them, but they still live with their mama and their daddy. Why? Because they stacking. That's not our mindset. That's not our mindset. My man from Profit Store in the building once again. He says, I have friends struggling even with roommates. The problem is that it don't have. He said the problem is the don'ts. The problem is the don't have they don't have a plan like I do. This is true. They don't have a plan. Absolutely. I can see that, brother. Got to have a plan in hand. My man, Official Kobe, says this. I'm going to come back to you, EMB. He said, don't teach what you're saying. He said, don't teach what you're saying in school, Dre. He said, they don't teach. Yeah, they don't teach it. They don't. Fiscal responsibility. They don't teach that. Family responsibility. That's why, Colombians are They celebrate stuff with each other. Like, oh man, you got a new place. Oh man, you got a new car. Oh wow. In the States, they be like, oh, I see you got your new place. That's cool, dog. Nobody's celebrating with you anymore like they used to. EMB says this. He said the big thing in Colombia is more about the higher taxes when they pay property value, when the property value increases. Absolutely correct. The higher tax bracket that you're in regards to your properties. That's it. But that housing bubble like we got in the States, where like we had in 2008 and 2012, yeah, that's not going to happen here. Yeah, and Mexicans do that too. Man, listen, I told y'all, man, when I was in the feds, the Mexican dude built a mini mansion with the little money that he was making while he was in the feds with me for 5 years. He was working for Unicor. We were working for Unicor, which is a federal prison industrial complex. That's a company. You can buy it on the New York Stock Exchange, Unicor. And they were paying us $130 a month in 1990s. I was there for 10 years in the feds. This Mexican dude, kid you not, was sending 90% of his proceeds back to Mexico. So he said 90% of $130 a month back to Mexico. And you look like, okay. And he tells me, say, Dre, I'm leaving in a couple of days. I'm going back home. I said, oh man, you get released. I'm glad. You celebrating the moment with the guy. And I said, what you gonna do when you get back home? He said, man, I'm gonna enjoy my house. I just got my house built. My house was officially done. I say, what? He said, yeah, it was done about 6 months ago. I say, what house? Man, this dude showed me photos of his house in Mexico. I say, you built that with? He said, man, I built this house with Unicor money. $100 a month. Like I say, he was sitting at home like $110 a month every single month for 5 years and built his house from scratch. It was beautiful. Oh man, dude, it was so fly, man. It made houses that were being built today look like trash with prison money. Okay.
I'm not black, I'm OJ. Okay.
My man from Profit Store says this. He said, they laugh at me, but I'm financially free in a year or two. He said, I'll be financially, yep, that's exactly how you do. He said, I'll be financially free in a couple of years. Why they laughing, sniggling, and giggling? My brother say, Ricky says this. He said, the problem is the education system is designed to create slaves. Yes. Preach, brother. No financial skills, and the worker's mindset makes the rich richer. This is true. Discipline is what separated me. So true, brother. To this day. So true. I'm a child of discipline. He said, who here was not told to study hard and to get a good job so that you can make it? Why study hard to get a good job? Why not study? Why not create jobs and be a boss? Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. We're never encouraged to do that. I remember when I was in college incarcerated. I was incarcerated when I started college. That's the time period when they allowed you to go to college when you're in the feds. And our professor, I remember one of our financial classes, our professor did a kind of like one of our business classes. That's what it was. And he had us to do a survey. It was like one of those mindset surveys where they check and see who's on what category. And what it was a survey. Who would be a manager? Who would be a CEO? Who would be an everyday worker? Who wouldn't make it? And it was one of those type of, IQ-ish type of surveys, exams, right? So you got it in, and then you got the results back. And you know that it was only 3 of us that were considered CEOs, even in prison. There were only 3 of us that they would say, once you leave prison, that would be a CEO of something or owner of something. Me and 2 heavy metal white boys. I'm talking about the most unlikely dudes. We're talking about the spike in the hair, those white dudes. Out of all 35 of us, it was me, the only brother, and 2 dudes, and both of them was the heavy metal white boys that used to stay in their corner minding their business. That was it. I never forgot that. He's absolutely correct. You stand out. You are different. And now, don't get me wrong. I didn't understand it at that moment in time. I didn't just walk out of federal prison and was like, yes, I'm going to be a CEO someday. I didn't think like that, but I never forgot that. I never forgot that. Shout out to you guys. Let's go to the next one. And the last one that we're looking at tonight is, this is a good one. You better make sure that you practice. If you want to date a Colombian woman, you better make sure that you practice your salsa, Valentino, and reggaeton. And I'll even put in bachata moves. In other words, you better know some type of dance. It better be, I don't care if it's reggaeton. I don't care if it's Afro beats. I don't care if it's combo music, ranchero. You better know something. You better know how to move that body in some way. I don't care if it's the same old 2-step like 50 cents. If you are dating in Colombia, you're going to be going to so many family events, so many adult-ish clubs and dance halls. That wallflower thing that we do in the States now, that ain't gonna cut it in Colombia. If you can't dance to some type of reggaeton, some type of salsa, you can't even do no merengue. You can't even just move your hips side to side. You just no merengue in your body. You just can't do none of that. You can't just side to side with it. You can't do no Cali Choco or none of that. You can't do none of that. You can't do no salsa. You can't even put up a drink to ranchero music. You don't even know how to put up a drink. Yeah, okay. You ain't gonna make it in Colombia much, dog, because everybody else gonna be dancing with your woman but you. I'll say that again. That was good. You are not gonna make it in Colombia alone with everybody else. And I will ask your woman to dance. Excuse me, you might, because that's how Colombians do. They'll it don't matter who. It's not like, man, you ask my woman. It's not like that here. It's not. Dude, I have met some of the coolest couples because I asked the husband, respectfully, do you mind if I dance with your special person? Oh no, go ahead. And dude, after the dance, man, I'll be chopping it up with that couple. They tell me this. I kid you not, true story. Last Afro-Colombian festival here in Cali, Colombia, me and the fellas went hanging out. We're sitting at a VIP section, in one of my favorite clubs and club living area, right? It's about 4 or 5 of us. And right next to us is a brother, and he had like 3 ladies with him, three. So my song comes on. I get up. I go over to their table, and I ask him, I say, you mind if I dance with one? And so I dance with his daughter, and then I dance with his other daughter, and then I dance with his wife. Dude, come to find out that this brother and his family were from Chile, and they were coming to celebrate the Afro-Colombian Festival, and they were having a good time. Man, I learned so much about Black people in Chile just from having a conversation and dancing with the family. So much was happening in the conversation. So I kid you not, guys, you got to have some type of step in South America. You cannot, Theo got real quiet. Yeah, you're going to have to do something, Theo. Like I said, you're going to have to get you some merengue in it, you side to side. Even if you just stand there and just move yourself from side to side. Hey, I know Andre in there laughing, but at the end of the day, you guys going to have to have that. That's so true. If you're going to dance, you're going to be with a Colombiana, there is no way you're going to seriously be with a Colombian woman and your ass can't do no type of steps. No Afro beats. Nothing. You can't do no Afro beat dancing. Nothing. You just can't do nothing. No slow romantical music, Valentino music, none of that. Oh yeah, you're gonna be you gonna be out. You're gonna be ash out. He says it's in the blood, man. Yeah, man. It's in the blood. Let it out, fellas. Let it out. It's already in the blood, Theo. It's already in the... Theo says no dancing for Theo. No parking on the dance floor, baby. We gonna get Theo out there. See, Theo talking real. You know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something for real. I done seen the most starch men. Starch, and some of you dudes have too. I've seen some of the most determined, headstrong men fold in the eyes of a Colombiana that done drugged them out on that dance floor. They can say what the Theos I done seen. You know how many Theos I done seen talk to us men, but let the right Colombian or the right Dominican or the right Brazilian chick walk. Come on, Iman. Let the right woman walk up on him. Theo looked down into them eyes, and she put that hand out. Or I done see some of them dudes that's like Theo fold like a New York pizza. Them dudes be talking, they talk real good to us because we just dudes talking. Come on, that's why you dudes laughing, because I'm telling the truth. I like to dance too. You know that I'm telling the truth. And thank you. And let Theo get a couple drinks up there. Man, listen. Them dudes be folding like a New York style pizza just put the finger right there, fold like a New York style pizza, man. Talking about, I don't dance. It ain't gonna happen. Okay, honestly, plenty of you dudes go to DR and try to practice your bachata and you don't know nothing else. But just because that beautiful Dominican chick grabbed your hand and you looked in them eyes, your confidence just went, okay, whatever you want. These men, I like Chicago. So I'm a deep dish, I'm a Detroit pizza and Chicago style pizza dude too. So shout out to the deep dish. I seen dudes that look like 50 Cent fold. Thank you. I done seen the hardest. I'm tough. I'm a killer in the States. Whatever you are, that all sound good on paper. When you get off that plane and them Colombian women look you right in your eye and ask you for a dance, your ass ain't gonna say no. You gonna even get out there. My boy Kings and Dreams ain't no salsa dude. I took Kings and Dreams out there. King Dreams ain't no small dude. He just tall and big as I am. Little females came over to Kings and Dreams and put a little cute hand out there, and Kings and Dreams out there just trying to do his little, don't know nothing about salsa, but he out there just enjoying it because everybody in the spot is on the dance floor and enjoying it. And you look like an oddball over there trying to be in a corner. Hell no. And as soon as the Colombian chicks see that, they're going to reach their hand out and ask you to dance. Man, I be hearing Theo. Sounds good on paper. Sounds good on paper. That sounds good. Yeah, for real. He said Theo is waiting for Japanese Brazil. Yeah. That's all he needs. Preach, Uriah. That's all he needs is one of them Japanese Brazilian chicks to pull up on him. All Theo talking about is out the window. Theo laughing right now. All he talking about is out the window. And he ain't gonna tell us. We might not find out for a couple years that Theo went out on the dance floor a few times one night. He ain't gonna tell us nothing, but we all know it's gonna happen. Yes, we do, Theo. We all know it's gonna happen. See, mommy, for real. That's how Theo gonna be. Yep, right there on the dance floor with the rest of us. Talk. Yeah, I saw killers fold, man, especially like in DR when them Dominican women be like, Poppy. Shoot. Y'all dudes be folding. Oh, that be sounding real good, man. When he be in the chat talking, I'll be like, Theo, are you okay? Okay, Theo, sounds good on paper. But I'm gonna let you guys go. We're up out of here right now. We went through the list. I'm going to repeat the list real quick. Number one is you're going to get women that are attracted to you because of your race. You're going to get women that aren't attracted to you because of your race. Doesn't matter. Enjoy it. There are going to be women that are going to want to be with you because of a fetish, and there are going to be women that don't want to be with you. It ain't your job to focus on the women that don't want you. It's your job to focus on the women that do want you. Number two, never assume that you are the only one. Hey, like I said, to this day, I know there's dudes that see my wife and be like, dang, hey, you got a man? I got a plan. So there's going to always be somebody that's going to want your woman. Don't take her for granted. Number three, you're going to get flaked. It ain't you. Colombians flake everybody. It's like a rite of passage. If you got flaked, feel good. That means that they like you. It's a part of Colombia, man. Everybody flaking. CP time. Colombian people. Number four, they will always be late every single time. Flaking is just them changing their mind and not showing up. Being late, listen, if they fired people in Colombia for being late, like they fired people in the States for being late, that's when Colombia would not be a country. Everybody here late for something. Always. The next one we're looking at, number five. Number five is they can be materialistic, especially the Pisces. Hate to say it, but yeah, not all, but in that region, because so many foreigners come down there and spoil the ladies, they're used to it now. Number six, you will be paying pretty much for everything. It is what it is. You know, hypergamy is all throughout South America. So she'll buy you little gifts here, little gifts there, but at the end of the day, you the man of the house. Number seven, they are passionate in bed as well as out of bedroom. Very passionate women. Number eight, they are usually more feminine than women in North America. Yes, that's no question at all. Number nine, you have your own place because most will be living with their parents. That's why a lot of times you guys don't, when you meet Colombian women, they don't bring you over to their place because most of them don't have I won't say most, but many don't have their own place, not because they can't afford it. Many don't have their own place because they're saving to buy their own places. They try looking to invest or go back to school or things like that. So many of them are in a rush. And then a lot of times in Colombia, the dad doesn't want the daughter to move out until she's with a serious man or looking to get married, a husband. They're not moving in like that. So there may be a common law marriage, where they're not officially married, but they're a good couple, or they might be married like Andre and I. But a lot of times the dad's like, nah, you're not about to move out there by yourself with a baby girl. The next we're going to look at is number 10. You better practice your salsa, your bachata, Valentino, as well as your reggaeton and any other cumbia music, any type of music that Colombians usually enjoy, because you just sitting there trying to be cool, that ain't gonna work for her family. It probably work like the first couple times you go to their house, but after that, those ladies will drag you to a dance floor and you're gonna learn these steps, son. You're gonna learn these steps. You won't be coming to their house and just be sitting just sitting there every time. Please. Man, you know how, man. I couldn't even imagine how Andrea family would look at me if I didn't dance. If I didn't try to dance with the family member, with the lady, man, I couldn't even imagine. They already mad at me because I ain't learned Spanish like I should. And then I can't dance either? Oh, no. I couldn't. The whispers that would be going on, them ladies would be talking about me so bad. And he can't even dance, girl. So definitely, guys, that's the he said Colombiana I met flaked on me twice. He said, but I He said, but I take for it what it. He said, it is what it is, basically. Yep. He said, family, we need to connect when I get out there. December. Yeah. He said, I will email you. Yeah, definitely do. Definitely do it. Make sure you guys subscribe to the other channels. Theo said, no, I don't dance. I build men. All that sounds real good. He could say that to us men, guys. He ain't gonna say none of that to them ladies. He won't say none of that. All that sound good. You stand in front of some of the most beautiful women in the world. Brazilians, Venezuelans, and Colombians. Ain't gonna be none of that. No. That sound good, but okay. Say what you will. He said he doesn't even have to be one of those. Almost any Brazilian woman has what it takes. So true. So true. So true. Alexis, no. Thank you very much for the super chat. No more cash apps, no more super chats on this channel, guys. Make sure that you subscribe. Moderators, if you don't mind, drop the link to the new channels. Drop the link to both new channels. Drop the link to Andrea Wallace TV. I'm going to drop the link to the Rumble. We need you guys to subscribe because we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on the new channel within the next 30 days. And I believe that we can do it. One of them, we're already cracking over 300 subscribers already. But the super chats, you guys you're basically sending them into the stratosphere of YouTube. We will not be getting the money. But when you send it through like you see that PayPal that's going past, make sure that you send it to the PayPal or to the Cash App. And shout out to my man Alexis in the building. The fat chicks are now. As far as the outros are concerned, YouTube has been not so nice when it comes to the outros. So the ones that have the models, when they're modeling the bikinis, can't do those anymore. I can do the cowgirls. I can do the other ones, but I can't do the I could do the Brazilian dancers. I can do the police, but I can't do the other ones. So which one do y'all want to see tonight? The police? I'll start with the police. We'll start with the police. I'm out of here, guys. Once again, this is Andre of Andre and Andrea's Love Crossing Borders podcast, Love Crossing Borders show, and Andrea Wallace TV. Make sure, guys, support the channel by subscribing, if anything else. And yes, our Rumble. So we're going to start off with the cowgirls, but make sure you guys subscribe to these platforms because we are moving from this one channel. We are moving. We're going to give it to YouTube. They can have it. We're good. He say what you can do, Dre. Yep. Do what I can do. He say, Dre, when you are going to Europe, we'll talk at the conclave. Okay, cool, Big Pit. I'll talk to you then. Cool. I look forward to it. Let's get started. Let's get these outros going for you, gentlemen. We'll start with the cowgirls. And then we'll come up with another one.
Viene de allá abajo del otro lado del charco, Beamer, that's a big biz. Chrome heart got me kissing on his best friend. Put in work, baby, you could be my best man. Sending cash to my account, he investing. Dark shades on when I'm off the Migos. He's tryna cuff me like a in a Rico. Moving through the like GTA with a cheat code. He claimed that he love me, but before not a freak. I just wanna dance all night. Can't nobody do it just like I. Boy, you got just what I like. Come on, baby, let's kiss, don't fight. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. Just say the word, baby, I'ma get you right. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. Ain't gotta say it, I know I'm the one you like. Ooh, damn, so the DJ turn the beat up. Got a white boy who be singing like a Beatle. Claim she getting bread, but I heard she doing keto. I don't do drugs, I'ma smoke a little weed up. I can't chase a man for no paper. I just think it's sweet, I'ma show him now or later. I be getting money on the wake up. He a broke boy, tell that bitch get his cake up. Only with dope boys, they the ones who spinning paper, get your weight up. Told him send an Addy and to stay up. She's out here mad, told him assalamu alaikum. Who that 5'5", she don't even need no makeup. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. Just say the word, baby, I'ma get you right. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. Ain't gotta say it, I know I'm the one you like.